Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis, guys. Let's dive into Bitcoin. We're here on the one-day chart. Wanted to start off on this zoomed out, kind of this macro take, guys, just to give this basic overview of what we're looking at here on Bitcoin, guys, okay? So if you've been following me for a while, you know that we are in our macro potential A, B, and C wave down correction where we potentially found that bottom at $33,000, guys. And I gave you all that target here, a few months back where we've had that target based off previous price action from our previous macro high to our macro low, back to our macro high here. And you can see we had that perfect target right there at 329 about, and that's exactly where we came down, wick down to, and now creating somewhat of this ascending parallel channel right here, guys. Y'all see that? Where we now kind of have an ascending level of resistance, an ascending level of support, barring a couple of wicks down here, which is on this daily time frame. These are just hours, essentially, a few hours of price action right there, guys. But ascending level of support, ascending level of resistance. And now if we pull up those EMAs, guys, we can kind of see what we're looking for on a trend reversal right here, guys. So let's get those EMAs pulled up. Okay, and what we're looking for is we want price to get back above all these EMAs, okay? And you can see right here where we fell down, guys. We fell below all of these EMAs right here. Okay, and you start utilizing these EMAs as resistance. Y'all see that where you come up and you start bouncing to these EMAs, you get denied. You bounce into them and you get denied. Y'all see that? You bounce into them and we get above them right here. So what you're looking for when we get above those EMAs right here, guys, is you want to break above these EMAs, hold them as support right here, guys. And that's where you'll see yourself good for continuation, okay? Similar to what we did back here over the summer, guys. Y'all see this? Where we got below these EMAs, okay? Where we had this, massive dump. And we kept going into these EMAs and getting denied, right? This is that 20 EMA right here. We kept going to these EMAs, getting denied. We finally had this nice push up here. And I think this is where a lot of people think we are right now, guys. Where we've had this nice push up kind of out of this consolidation pattern, right? That we had over the summer, right? Where we kind of had, something similar going on, not exact, but that consolidation pattern downwards, had that breakout here, had that push above these EMAs. And what do we do, guys? After getting denied so many times off these EMAs right here, what did we do? We finally came up, we broke through these EMAs, we came back, held them as support right here, and that's where we saw ourselves good for continuation right there in the market. Do y'all see that? So that's what we want to see right here based off these EMAs. But what we've done here actually, which I think a lot of people were hopeful we were doing right here off this push, is that we were finally kind of breaking out, getting above this previous high right here, right? People thought we were finally breaking out here, getting above these EMAs. And what do we do, guys? We came up, we failed to hold these EMAs, right? We came down, we tried to hold this 200, we failed. We came down, we tried to hold these again right here on this daily view and failed. And now we're back below these guys. So all we could expect right now is that we bounced off our ascending level of support right here, guys. And now we're coming back up, and we could expect ourselves to retest these EMAs right here. And we could expect some denial off these EMAs once again, guys, now that we're back below these EMAs. And similar to what we've just been doing here over the past few months, is just getting denied off these EMAs, denied. So that's what we could expect now that we're back under the EMAs, guys. I'm not saying that's for certain. If we can come back up here, guys, and get back above these EMAs, right, reclaim this level similar to what we did right here, and now hold these again as support. That's what we'll see ourselves come back up, try and break through this ascending level of resistance, get back above this high, right, break that B wave high right there, and that's what we'll see ourselves good for continuation in the market right there, guys. And I've given y'all a target for that. Again, guys, just to remind y'all what that potential target could be. Just like I had that target for all at 33,000 right there, right? We go from our previous macro low back to our macro high, back down to our macro low, guys. And if we can break out of this and finally have that bull market continuation, guys, that's where we're looking at coming up to that $73,000 mark. That is my bull market, kind of run first target. I think it could potentially be all the way up to $98,000, guys. But that's a long-term target. That's not something overnight. That's if or when that bull market were to be back on, that is what I foresee. Again, I don't, foresee that happening overnight or anything like that. That is a long-term target right there for you guys. So that's what we're looking at on that macro long-term look right there, guys. Let's dive back into our hourly time frames and see what we have going on right here, guys. So let's get into here. Let's get into that 4-hour time frame and see what we have going on. So right now I've updated y'all on this on the levels that we never back tested right here, guys. Okay, so we came up here, we first tested the 40765 at our red line right here, guys. Okay, and that's a very important level that I've had marked for y'all. And what we're doing right now, we tested it once, we now broken through it, and now coming back, potentially testing this level as support, guys. So if we can do this, right, just kind of work this level like we came up, we made a low, we tested this level as a resistance like I told y'all we would. We came down, we made a higher low. We came down, broke that level, tested this level as resistance, just about, didn't quite get there. Now holding that level of support. So now what we could expect if we can hold this level of support is that we'll come back up, test this level, potentially find support off our previous highs right here, guys. Okay, that's what we want to see. This would be the optimal route for price action to do right now. Okay, we hold support off these previous lower time frame hourly highs right here, guys. Okay, and then we come back up and start testing higher levels, guys. And right now I have that level marked for y'all of where I would want to catch a wick, okay, on a candle to potentially short price action. And my idea to illustrate that, price action would do kind of like what I just told y'all. We'd come down, do something like that, come up, test that level once, kind of like we're going to try and break through it and then get denied and come back down. That is what I would see as a short opportunity. Now, if we don't do that, guys, we come up here and we start, keep doing what we're doing right here, right? Resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. We come up, we find resistance, and we find this level of support right here, break back into this range bound price action. That's where we're just going to work our way back up through these levels, right, guys? So that's what, something else we could expect right there. If we can break back into this range bound price action right here, guys, and hold this bottom level support, and for reference, that's at approximately $41,800, guys. We hold that level of support, we can break above that. That's where we can see continuation higher and start utilizing these levels in this range bound price action. But there's a little bit of work before we do that, guys, right? We come back down here, already we're failing to kind of hold this 40765 level as support, guys. So, if we come down here and these candles start closing below this level right here, kind of like what we're doing right now, guys, you see we're pushing down. We failed to hold this level of support, right? We keep utilizing this level as resistance. That's where we're going to come back down, guys. And you can kind of see we're already creating some type of BART pattern, right? Where we spiked up, we go sideways, 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 and we spike right back down. That's that potential BART pattern we're looking at, guys. So it's all about support and resistance levels, right, on these lower time frames for what we want to see, right? We fail to hold this level of support. That's where we're coming back down, guys. So that's what we're looking at right there. Let's zoom over to total crypto market cap real quick and see what we have going on here. And that's a similar situation, guys. I actually still have this path that I drew out for y'all yesterday that I said, if we come up here, we find support right here, we come up, this is going to be our resistance box, right? And if we fail to break above this level and hold that as support right above this box and go higher, that's where we're going to see our denial, and we're going to come back down, and our next level would be this green box right here that I've had marked for y'all, guys. So that path that I drew for y'all yesterday, right, if we just kind of take it on this macro view, right, we came down, we found support, we back test our level as resistance right here, right? Come down, support, back test resistance, and that's where we go down further, guys. So again, we come up here, we fail to hold this level as support right here. That's where we're going to come back down to further support levels down here, guys. Otherwise, what we want to see right here is we're kind of coming up. We've peaked at this box. You want to come down to this box right here, hold this bottom of the box right here as support, and that's where we could see a retest coming up, retest these highs of the box, and that's where we could push up to our next support level or our next resistance level right there, guys. So that's what we're looking at on the macro view for both total crypto market cap, Bitcoin. Gave you those lower time frame looks for Bitcoin. If you found the video helpful, throw a like down, throw a comment. Thanks for watching today, guys.